if you got a dollar, well, just lousy down. You know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine.
Hi, this is Patrick with THMercantile. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, well, welcome to you too. THMercantile is a vintage reseller with a primary presence on Etsy with a little bit of a presence on eBay. And also a growing presence doing weekly live sales on YouTube. So got hopefully a good variety to get people interested and a variety of places that you'll be able to find them. Also just opening 2 new locations to shop in person if you happen to be located in the Aurora, Illinois area. I can be found at the Rustic Fox in North Aurora as well as the Vintage Marketplace in North Aurora. This video is a little bit different and long overdue. I don't get friend mail very often, but word had been sneaking out that I am doing a fundraiser for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. That's JOMDR.org. And some people have been sending me items specifically to use as part of the fundraiser. So that will be happening on the second Thursday in November. All of my live sales on YouTube are always on Thursdays. So the second Thursday, and I forgot to grab the date before I started recording, so I'll pop that in right here in text. But the second Thursday in November will be a live sale where 100% of the proceeds will be dedicated to and given to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue organization. It's run by Dawn Schonkweiler, who, if you participate in some of my live sales, she does appear in the chat every once in a while. But this video is to highlight some of the items that I've received as friend mail. I will actually start with an item that I received that is actual friend mail. This came to me from Laura Bemos of Bemos Mercantile. And it was kind of sent as a thank you gift that in recognition of a deep dive that she and I did. I do deep dives twice a month, and she participated in one of my deep dives covering dominoes. And I was the proud recipient of her very first set of dominoes. So she does resin work where she does pours resin and does keychains and all kinds of different items that she sells through her own eBay shop, Bemos Mercantile. And so she, in honor of the deep dive, she purchased a mold to make the dominoes, and she sent me a full set of double six. So there are 28 dominoes, because if you watch my deep dive, a double six set is 28 dominoes. So she did these, did them in a purple. She asked what my favorite color was. I didn't plan this, but I'm also wearing purple. But she did them in a purple, got a little sparkle in there. And then I'm not exactly sure how the pips are painted, if that's individual or paint or if that's resin. I'm not familiar with the process, but came in this nice little set, a little note on there from Bemos Mercantile. These will not be part of the fundraiser. These are mine. But I have talked to Laura, and she will be making some of her items available. Her resin items will be available on the fundraiser. So the way the fundraiser will work, I'm hoping it'll draw some attention, because I'm actually going to be inviting some resellers, such as Bemos Mercantile, to offer items up on part of my sale. I'm going to pop them in and out through StreamYard. And but what I'm hoping the big draw will be is I have gathered a number of friends locally that I will be giving individual items for them to sell with their dachshunds on screen. So you'll be able to see dachshunds around the world, or at least around Illinois. And I'm going to be partnering with Dawn from Just One More Dachshund Rescue, that I somewhat lose count because she is rescuing them. At one point I know she had 18 dachshunds. I think I saw 1 or 2 of them just got adopted, so she might be down to 16. I'm not 100% sure, but she's got lots. So she'll also be on screen with me, and we'll be able to meet hopefully all, if not all, at least most of her dachshunds. So it'll just be kind of fun. And again, all money raised that night will go to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue organization. So my dominoes may not be available, but we'll see if maybe Laura can sell a set of dominoes. And I know that she's also purchasing a dachshund-shaped keychain resin mold, so she'll be having some dachshund pieces available for the fundraiser as well. So very cool addition to my collection, but also worth shouting out because she will be participating in the fundraiser as well in November. Some other items that I had received came from Helen Casey, one of the viewers of my channel, and she's actually purchased from me in some of my live sales. So she also knew that I was doing this fundraiser, and she had a collection of porcelain dogs that she wanted to donate to the cause. So she sent me this shipment of these adorable dogs. So starting out, this is for you elderly poodle. We've got a little porcelain poodle with a pink collar. We then also have a collie. We have, I believe he is a beagle. And this one looks familiar. It's from a Disney movie, I think. But I tried to Google it, and I really, because I don't know what kind of dog this is, I couldn't figure out who this is. But I'm picturing her speaking in like a Mae West accent. I could be totally off on that. I will try and find something, or Helen might have even told me who this was, so I might look back into the notes to see who this might actually be, and I'll put that in either this video or in the text. But if you know, comment below, because it's definitely, it's obviously a very specific dog, and I'm guessing it's Disney, but there's no markings to it of who made it. It doesn't have the Walt Disney Productions. It doesn't have anything on it. It just, to me, it looks like maybe from Lady and the Tramp. But I looked up Lady and the Tramp, and I didn't find this one. So then I was thinking maybe the Rescuers, but they were mice. So I don't know. So if you know where that one's from, I would definitely appreciate it. And then all of those were absolutely fantastic, but by far probably the most jaw-dropping piece that she sent me is this poodle with the cat's eye glasses and the rhinestone collar. So it's a spaghetti poodle. It's a pale pink color brushed in gold. And it is marked, well, it's stamped on the bottom. It's a Japan piece, but the foil label is pretty much worn off of it. But it's got that spaghetti design, 50s, 60s, with those cat's eye glasses, straight out of Greece. So this is just a fun piece. So all of these will be put into the fundraiser. I haven't 100% decided how I'm going to be doing them. I don't do auctions. And I'm trying to work with the rules that Just One More Dachshund has of whether they can operate it as an auction or how we're going to do it, because I want to make sure we, as a 501c3 organization, we're maintaining whatever requirements we need for them to do that. So they might go into small lots. They might be done individually. A lot of it just depends on what all I'm going to have that evening, because I want it to be a fun sale of a lot of different items. And this one I'm sure will be its own individual lot. And I hope she will draw some attention and raise some money for Just One More Dachshund Rescue. Another viewer that saw that I was going to be doing the fundraiser contacted me and offered up a couple of pieces that she had. She's not a customer. She's not purchased from me through the live sales or from Etsy or anything like that. She just happened to find the channel, recognized the ability to support a dog-themed rescue, and she provided 2 dog costumes. I don't necessarily feel these will fall into the vintage category, but they're kind of fun. So this one, I had to figure this one out. So this one looks like it would be for a low dog like a dachshund. The head would stick up through here. This would kind of be the belly band. And so you basically have the football player kind of like surfing on the top of the dog. So kind of the champion, it's the 50-yard line, so we've got the championship pose. But this one appears to simply be standing on the back of the dog. So kind of picture a low dog like this with the football player in the back. The other one, it took me a while to figure it out. What I finally discovered is that this is probably geared for a slightly taller dog, because it is a cheerleading costume. And so if your dog is a tall dog, like a lab or a Rottweiler or something along those lines, you have the skirt, skirt of the costume has the legs. And initially I thought this was for the hind legs. What I discovered, because I've never tried to dress my dog in something like this, the front legs go into this, so that as they're standing up, you've got this in the front, and then you tie the ties around the neck of the dog. So you basically have this costume running at you as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader costume. There is actually some age to this one. I don't know if it would necessarily fall into the vintage category, but there's a little bit of wear. I mean, it's a used piece, but it's for a dog. And so these might get sold individually, might get sold as a lot, kind of depends on what else I have. But a great thank you and shout out goes to Tammy Mitchell of Kentucky, that she offered these, and these will definitely both be a very fun asset to the fundraiser. And what I'll probably try and do before November is find a local hound of the proper height to try and get some photographs to use for promotional purposes. So we've got the football themed, but we've got the low dog and the tall dog. We've got two different options for it. So that was just a short little video I wanted to throw together. Again, I wanted to thank Tammy Mitchell, Helen Casey, and Laura Bimos for reaching out to me and providing items for the fundraiser. I'll also put a special shout out to Debbie from Chicago. She's another viewer, a customer of mine who happens to be local. So she's actually working with me, and she's actually in the process of collecting multiple items that she is going to be donating to the fundraiser. And because she's local, I'll be able to pick those up and save the cost of her having to ship them to me. So I've seen a sneak peek of some of the items that she's making available. And at this point, there's a couple things I might want to buy myself. So we'll see how that works. But she's got some great taste, some great eye, and really coming up with some fun items that'll be added to the fundraiser as well. So once I get my hands on those, I want to do several of these videos really showcasing some of the pieces that I'll have for the fundraiser and really draw up some attention and some support for Just One More Dachshund Rescue for the fundraiser happening in November. So thank you very much for watching to this point. If you happen to be watching this far and you're not a subscriber, why not subscribe? I would definitely appreciate it. Hit the like button, share this with your friends, comment, anything you want to do. I definitely appreciate that because it does actually make a difference in how my channel is viewed throughout YouTube. So again, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. Bye-bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye and finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my way. Hey, I hope I can abide by your area codes, and I'm bound to wander down that endless road. Give me a good deal on something I can use. Make me an offer that I just can't refuse. When that sunrise in the morning and there's nothing there to do, will probably be the last time I see you. Woo-hoo! I hope I can abide by your area code, and I'm bound to wander down that endless road. Well, if I had a dime for every time I felt this way, I'd have $1 million and a couple bucks in change. Sure was nice to know you. Oh, maybe I'll catch you on a New York train. Or maybe I'll never see your face again.